Hello, I'm Ed with FightGalaxy.com. In December of 2018, I responded to an ad by a guy claiming to have Tapout apparel worn by Charles Mask Lewis Jr. Mask, who was the founder of Tapout along with Dan Punk-ass Caldwell and Tim Skyscrape Katz, was tragically killed in a car accident by a drunk driver on March 11, 2009 in Newport Beach, California. As a former fan of the Tapout TV series and being an avid MMA collector, I was immediately intrigued and made contact with the seller. He stated to have purchased a storage unit in the San Bernardino area during an auction similar to what we see on Storage Wars, and he found the contents to be a Tapout coat, hat, family photos, Mask's death certificate, funeral arrangement paperwork, and then these small little necklace urns. We spoke back and forth for a few days and eventually made a deal on all the Tapout related items. Upon receiving the package, I inspected the urns, and on the top they have the Tapout logo, and down the front it says Mask. I initially contacted Tim Scrape Katz to see if he would authenticate the coat as actually being one of Mask's, and during our conversation I let him know I also had the 8 urns. He got very emotional to hear this, and I could tell right away that he is still very much hurt at the loss of his very good friend and former business partner at Tapout. Scrape said he was the one who had the urns made, 10 in total, with him possessing one and the other belonging to Punk-ass. The 8 recipients of these were very close friends of Mask's, but I do not know their identities. What I do know is that Scrape and Punk-ass were sued by Mask's sister for removing ashes from his urn and distributing them in these small little necklace urns. They ended up losing the lawsuit and had to retrieve and return these to the court, but managed to keep their own, because I have seen them wearing them at UFCs and various MMA events. Once returned to the court, they were given back to Mask's sister, who stored them along with other personal items of hers and Mask's in a storage unit. I suspect she defaulted on her rent, and the contents of them eventually got bought by the person that I purchased the items from. I reached out to a couple different people, including someone that gave my contact information out to Mask's brother, who very much wanted to get in touch with me to obtain these urns. However, as much as I know his brother loved Mask, and I'm sure he's a really good guy, I just feel it's right to get them back to Scrape where he can get them in the hands of who he feels was closest to Mask. I learned that Mask left behind 2 young children, and I hope they are both recipients of them. I also feel that Mask's brother should contact Scrape in the coming weeks and discuss this with him, because I would prefer him to be a recipient as well. But I don't want to get involved in that process, as I never had the privilege of meeting Mask, and I have no idea what he would have wanted with them. I feel very privileged that for a short time I will be able to own these urns and be able to participate in getting them back to Scrape, who will then get them to the people closest to Charles. I'm meeting with Scrape in the coming weeks, and will update everyone on my website at FightGalaxy.com with the outcome of these urns. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story, and let's keep Mask's legacy live on as a true pioneer of this great sport we all love so much, and the very first non-fighter to be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame.